this is Sacramento County Supervisor Phil Cerna. I'm also a proud Cal State Sacramento alumnus, Stingers Up. Been asked by my good friends at the Cerna Center, located on campus, to make this brief video to remind our community to please complete the 2020 census information as soon as possible. It's very easy to do. I've done it myself. It took about 4 minutes to do online. You can go to www.2020census.gov. I also want to encourage, especially our young people in the Latinx community, students in particular, to please complete the census information as soon as you can. This is critical information. It's a part of a decennial exercise that we all go through in this country to make sure that when legislative districting is reapportioned, that we're all represented the way we should be, and that resources are equitably distributed across the nation, state, and at the local government level. So please, I implore everyone, please use this time while we're self-isolating at home to limit transmission of the COVID-19 virus. Please use that time to complete your census information today. Thank you.
Hey Hornets, it's Eric Guerra, council member for the city of Sacramento. Proud to be here, Stingers Up, and encouraging you to make sure you participate in Census 2020 and get counted. Without you being counted as a member of our community, we could lose out on critical funds. I know myself, I was a farm worker, participated in the College Assistant Migrant Program at Sac State, and we wouldn't be able to get the resources and funds for programs that help so many farm workers break the cycle of poverty and get an opportunity at the American dream without being counted. The census provides so much for everyone, particularly those communities that are underserved, both Latino, Black and Brown communities, Southeast Asian communities in Sacramento. We need you and all to be counted. And if you can encourage all your friends, your family, your colleagues to be counted, you're going to help not only your family, but the greater Sacramento community and the greater Sac State community. So Stingers Up, be counted.
Hi, I'm Assemblymember Kevin McCarty. I want to talk to you about the census. Do you care about funding education, funding our colleges, funding our healthcare system? If you do, and I know you do, we need to properly fill out the census so we know how many people live in Sacramento region to get our fair share of federal dollars. The majority of the federal dollars for things like homelessness, financial aid for our students, healthcare services are based upon population of people in need. So if we don't have a proper count of who lives in these areas, we're not going to get our fair share. So Sacramento and Sac State students, if you want our fair share of monies for these programs, make sure you fill out the census. Don't forget, fill out your census in Stingers Up.
Hey everyone, my name is Bowen Newman. I'm a peer counselor here at Sac State Pride Center, and I'm also a census ambassador. And I'm here to tell you about why the census is important to me and why it's important that students complete it as well. So firstly, the census is important to me because it allows for proper funding to go towards resources that need it within our state, and it also allows our state proper representation when it comes to federal government matters. It's important that students are filling it out because a lot of us haven't been around for this before. Some of us don't even know what the census is. And so it's important for us to get educated and know what's going on and know how funds are allocated towards our state later on.
As a student at Sacramento State, you have a unique opportunity to participate in the 2020 census. Educate yourself and your families about the importance of the census and how it could bring billions of dollars in federal funding into our community. You are important. You deserve to be counted.
I'm Danielle Munoz, and I'm from the CARES office at Sacramento State. So the CARES office supports students in crisis. We get a lot of students that come to us every year, and the best way that we can help is by collecting data on the types of crisis and how it's impacting students. And that has allowed us to get a lot of grant funding so that we can continue to provide financial assistance to students in crisis. In the same way, that's what the Census 2020 is all about. It's counting the data. It's getting a number of how many people are in your community, because there's billions of federal dollars out there and they need to know how to spend it. So if they know who you are and they know what your community needs, then you can get lots of different aid for transportation, for schools, for lunches and meal programs. And you can get a lot of infrastructure dollars too, which is really helpful. So help your community thrive and make sure you get counted and do your Census 2020.
Hi everyone, I'm Denise Garcia and I'm your current ASI president. I'm here to talk about something that's really important that most of you have probably heard multiple times, but I'm going to repeat it one more time because it's that important, and that is the census. It's going to impact us for the next 10 years, and it's important that we get that funding for multiple things that we need, like our education, our healthcare system, infrastructure, and many other things. So I urge you to please fill out your census, and also encourage those around you, fill them out for your family, especially those people that may not know what the census is about.
Hey y'all, this is Gabby. Did you know that the census allows to adequately and sufficiently fund our programs? That's what's important for you to fill out your census. Don't forget to represent and give back to your community.
Hello, my name is Giovanni Cruz. I'm an econ major, and this is my 4th year at Sac State. By being counted, we ensure fair political representation and support. So it's very important that we make ourselves count, and we include everybody in the census. Stingers up.
Hello Sac State students, my name is Maribel Betancourt. The census has impacted me because it has led me to go through college debt-free, as well as impacted programs like EOP and CAMP, programs that I was a part of during my first years of college. I encourage you to fill out the census, as it takes less than 10 minutes, less than 5 minutes, depending on your household, and will have everlasting effects in your community for the next 10 years.
Noah Marty, ASI Vice President, University Affairs here, and I want to take a second to talk about the census. Now, as many of you know, we are in a census year, and that means it's extremely critical that we as college students and Californians in general participate in the census. As college students, the census is even more important because it determines the level of funding that our state and local governments get from the federal government. That means the funding for the services our local governments provide, for our schools, our roads, and so many other things in our lives that as college students we desperately need.
Hi everyone, this is Noelle from the Sac State Census Ambassador team, and I'm here to share with you one of the reasons why the census is important to me. One of those reasons being that it provides valuable funding that goes towards our communities, such as schools, libraries, and our health programs. This is incredibly true for our low-income neighborhoods, which benefit from it.
Hola, mi nombre es Patsy Jiménez y soy la coordinadora del Centro Multicultural en la Universidad de Sacramento. En el Centro Multicultural hacemos eventos que promueven diversidad, inclusión y equidad con nuestros estudiantes. Hoy quiero invitarlos a que completen el censo. El censo colecta la información demográfica de nuestro país para tomar futuras decisiones sobre la distribución de recursos y apoyo a nuestras comunidades. Así que es importante que completemos nuestro censo para asegurar que nuestras comunidades y familias reciban los recursos necesarios de acuerdo a nuestras necesidades. El censo se puede completar por teléfono, lo pueden completar en línea o lo pueden mandar por correo. Esperamos contar contigo. Stingers up.
Hola a todos, yo soy Phil García, vicepresidente de Asuntos Públicos de Sacramento State. Hoy tengo un mensaje urgente para nuestros estudiantes y sus familias. Complete el censo de 2020 y no se preocupe. No se va a preguntar a su ciudadanía y sus respuestas son protegidas por ley. Solamente hay 9 preguntas fáciles y confidenciales. Toma el censo por internet a my2020census.gov o también puedo llamar por teléfono al 844-468-2020. Hazlo hoy. Completa el censo de 2020. Gracias.
Hello everyone, my name is Saria Aguirre and I'm a current Sac State Census Ambassador. I'm here to encourage you all to complete your census. By completing your census, you're helping your communities fund resources like healthcare, education, and housing, amongst others, all of which will affect you in the next 10 years of your life. So please make sure you and all your loved ones are getting counted. Fill out your census today.
Hi, my name is Rebecca Rico. I'm an English major and I'm a senior at Sac State. The census is important for me because it's one way I can advocate for myself and my community. It's important for underrepresented people to be counted in the census so that we can get the proper resources allocated to our communities. So join me in filling out the 2020 census, and remember, stingers up.